Today we are going to talk about LMS, which is Lead Management System. And who better else to have us on talking about it is Leslie McKinney-Smith, LMS for her initials also. So what better person?
Oh my gosh.
When I realized, I'm like, that is perfect.
I love
So
it.
yes, I know, I love it. So real quick, Leslie's been an inspiration. So when we have workshops and we have talking to new people about it, but even workshops with current clients, Leslie has been an inspiration to them. Her excitement, the way she's doing it, and people are asking questions. So I just thought, what better person to have here. So thank you, Leslie, for being on. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Actually, I think I've been working with LMS since maybe October, but let me kind of tell you a little bit about why I love LMS. And the first time you mentioned it to me, I thought, like, do I want to learn one more thing? I'm just being honest because I feel like as sales directors, we're always learning something new. And I'm thinking, can my brain handle one more thing? I just didn't know. But this really has freed up my brain power so I can think, I can focus on other things. And I am one of those people that if I'm spending my money with you, like there are certain stores, certain brands that I love, I need excellent customer service, especially if I'm spending money with you consistently. I
Mhm.
need gold star customer service. So let's talk LMS,
So
okay?
Leslie, before using LMS, how are you managing your leads and follow-ups, and what was your biggest challenge?
Oh my gosh, I'm sure the other directors can relate to this. Girl, I didn't have a system. There
Yes.
was no system. So like let's say if I was going to do a vendor event or, if I any kind of massive lead generation thing, I would just have a box of leads or maybe a stack of leads. And I mean, I had leads from before COVID, after COVID, and then you put yourself on this guilt trip, right? Like, how can I
Mhm.
call these people? It's been months or it's been years, but I mean, we're taught in Mary Kay, don't ever throw away a lead, so you didn't throw them away. And so yeah, who had a system? I mean, the only time that I felt compelled to call somebody right away is if they said, I need this product, or they said, I'm interested in joining Mary Kay, or I used to join Mary Kay. I mean, we know to call those people right away, but
Right.
really no real system. So my biggest challenge was consistently following up with the leads, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
and then who do you start with first? And if you did a big vendor event and you maybe had 100 or more leads, oh my gosh, honey, you just prayed over the leads and said, God, show me which one I need to call. It'd be really, you just had no system. So that
Yep.
was really my biggest challenge, how to follow up with the people. We had the best of intentions, but no effective way of doing it. So
Right.
no system at
Yep. Okay. So what part of LMS has made the biggest difference for you?
all. Okay. All right. So I'm telling you guys, I took notes to share with you so that I could explain it to you very well. Okay. Here's the thing. For me, it was my biggest desire was to look professional, right?
Mhm.
So when you meet somebody, as with the LMS, as soon as you make contact, there is an immediate response. Shawn's team, this LMS, they get a response immediately. And I get some people who reach out to me, I'm talking about that same day or the next day,
Oh,
Leslie, I need, or oh my gosh, it was so great meeting you. And of course, some people have your phone number, so some people, they're just gonna call you. But you don't have people, that it's like you're ghosting them, or those unprofessional Mary Kay people. So the professionalism that comes with LMS, I mean, you can't that's the main thing. I think the other thing is people just the timely, I already said, the timely response that you get. And they're immediately connected to all of your contact information, so
yep.
they know how. And then Sean and them also have a slick way of kind of baiting them, right? So they're getting great content from you. So it may be a quiz, encouraging them to, have you had of your proper foundation selection, or it may be the skin analyzer, something like that. They're getting some
Yep.
great information. It's not like you're begging them for a booking. So I like that too. You don't want to start begging people. It's not like you're hounding them, right? And
Yep.
so I like the way the approach it's intentional, but it's not overwhelming. So I think a lot of clients who contact me, they're like, Leslie, I just love how you gave us information. You gave us something before you started begging us to buy. I like that, right? That's my style of building my Mary Kay business. Give a little before you
Yes.
start begging for money. That can be a little tacky, in my opinion. It may work for other people, but in my opinion. So I like that piece,
Gotcha.
Shawn. So that's what I love about it. So,
So do you feel more confident then in managing your communication? I mean, that kind of goes with it, but
oh yeah, I do, because really it's automated, right? And
yes,
as sales directors,
automated.
we wear so many hats. It's like we're answering questions. The company is giving us lots of things every single month, right? So, you're trying to navigate, okay, what kind of new things am I coming up with this? And I feel like the area that I, I was lacking in was offering my clients that gold star customer service, right?
Okay.
And so
Mhm.
that is what that's the bridge that LMS provided for me, right? And so they're constantly making me look good. So LMS takes care of those new contacts that maybe I just met at a vendor event, but it's also bridging my existing customers, right? So it's letting my existing customers know about something new that's coming out,
Yep.
reminding them of, it's time to again take a look at your foundation, or it's just great communication, Shawn, right? And like I said, gold star treatment is important for me, and because I love it, and so I feel like I'm putting that good foot forward in terms of connecting with my clients, and that's been the great response that I'm getting. It's that customer service piece that's automated, that we can't manage all of these pieces, but the
Oh,
fact that it's automated,
yep.
that your team is sending it out. And so, again, that's going to our new people that we're connecting with through our vendor events, and it's going to our existing people. Does that help, Shawn? That's what I
Yeah,
love.
thank you. Yeah, but automation, that's the key. But then
Yeah.
still looking professional and having that personal touch because they're seeing you they're seeing a picture of you, they're seeing you and the content. So yeah, thank you.
You brought up something that is key. I subscribe to other beauty companies because I like to know what other companies are doing. In
Yeah.
order for us in Mary Kay to be ahead of the curve, we got to know what other companies are doing. And what these other beauty companies do is they brand themselves, right? So when you think of Mary Kay, I want you to think of Leslie, right? When you think of beauty, I want you to think Leslie, right? And so what Shawn does with this LMS, every time her team sends something out, it's got my picture, my
Yep.
phone number, my website, right? And so that's the key. It's constantly branding me.
Yep.
I'm telling you, this thing is so slick. If you have not looked at it, you don't understand what you're missing, right? So she's not just sending a template, a plain template that says foundation. Every piece is me. And so even if, let's say I was at a vendor event and something goes out, they're not going to say, now who is Leslie? Now, what is this
Right.
Mary Kay thing? No, no, no. It's my picture, my phone number, and the foundation information, or the lip gloss information with my name, with my picture. And I love that piece. Everything is branded.
Yep.
Love that part. Thank you for
Thank
that.
Yep. Nope. Thank you. So what has LMS taken off your plate? Like feel like that was a burden.
Well, customer service, that was a burden for me. Okay, how am I going to call? Because I've been in Mary Kay for a minute. How am I going to effectively reach out to all of my customers and make them all feel special? How am I going to keep everybody in the know? how am I going to now reach out to all of these new contacts? And let's be real, all of those key pieces are essential to a business that wants to grow. Now, if you don't want to
Yes.
grow and you're okay with staying stagnant, okay, well, take those pieces off the table. That's not important to you. But for me, I want to continue to grow my organization. I have to think about those things, right? And so um it I felt burdened sometimes and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I just got 100 leads. How am I going to make contact?" And of course, if I'm not thinking about that, how then am I going to be the do it first leader that is going to encourage my teams, my consultants to do that, right? And so, of course, Shawn, when they see Leslie just got 100 leads and she got sales and she got bookings from and recruits from that last vendor events, guess what they do? They do the same thing. I have a lot of unit members that are out there in the field working systems like this because they know that I do it, right? And
Yes.
so that was a burden for me, just trying to make sure that I was mixing it all up and doing it with grace,
Right.
feeling happy about it. And
Yep.
so I'm telling you, LMS took all of it, gave me back my joy, girl. Let me just say it. Let me sum it up. It gave me back my joy because I do enjoy meeting new people. And I didn't want to have the burden of like, oh my God, how am I going to do this and be nice to people and feel like Leslie when I'm out there. And this Saturday, I have a huge vendor event. I have to be downtown Atlanta. It's a televised thing. The media is going to be there. We've got this big booth and we're giving away these pink backpacks and all this other fun stuff. I got to just be nice and joyful and my focus of being there is to have everybody scan my QR code, right? And so I'm probably going to be there 4 hours. Girl, it's going to be super hot. But I know if I get them to scan my QR code so I can just give them a cute little pink backpack that has some samples in it, I know what's going to happen, right? I know they're going to get connected. I know my LMS team is going to take over. And then once I get them in the system, it's a home run for me. It will be worth getting up at
Right.
5 o'clock, being downtown, right? And I'm
Yep.
sure, I think they're anticipating about 3,000 people. Now, I probably won't talk to 3,000 people, but I'm expecting to talk to about 100, right?
Right.
And I'm not going to be out there selling, but I will be out there connecting, right?
Right.
Connecting. And this will take all the drama out of it. So all I got to do is talk and give out my little
Yes.
freebies, right? And so that's what I want to do. And I love that part. The templates, the system will work for me, right? And so
Yes.
that's why I'm going to get up and go down there because I know I will get a lot of benefit from working with LMS.
Yep, the system is set up for you, and it's set up for you for a vendor event or even meeting people singly. You can use that QR
Yes,
code. It's just automated, it catches their name and everything. So it's a so because some people don't enjoy vendor events, some people love them, some people meet one on one. There's different ways to use LMS. So
right.
yeah. Okay, so kind of now piggybacking off that, how's LMS helped you grow? Like, do you have an example, like of a specific event or campaign? Like what came from something?
All right. So met this lady, Angie, um, from a senior community event. And I was just being nice. I was like, would you like one of our samples? I felt led to give out some time wise repair samples. I know those are expensive, but that's what I felt led to do. And so I said, would you like to scan, my QR code? And she scanned it. She wasn't very talkative. It was all good. So I gave her the sample. She scanned. So I got her information. The system, automated system, captured her information. She called me a few days later and she said, I think this stuff tightened my neck. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Okay. So she said, I want to order the kit. I said, great, I'll deliver it to you. Okay. And she said, well, she loved the first message. So she started using it. A month in, Shawn, she calls me back and she said, it's my girlfriend's birthday. I want to order her the Time Wise repair kit. I'm like, God, won't he do it? Okay. So I took her another kit. Okay. So she gives it to her friend Connie. So then, and this has been going on for a couple of months. She called me a couple of weeks ago. She said, Leslie, we want to have a time wise repair party this Sunday. I was like, she said, can you come after church at 3 o'clock? Yes. There's about 18 of us. Yes. I'll be there. I called my girlfriend. I said, girl, you got to come with me because I got another 6 o'clock party. I don't have time to play. So, what's the point of me telling you this story? If I didn't have this automated system that was, and she was like, Leslie, I forgot to tell you this, I did the foundation selection, and she figured out which foundation. Then they were doing the skin analyzer because the system prompted her to do that. So Connie came over a week or two ago and she bought, Shawn, I'm serious, she bought everything that the scan told her to buy. I said, well, Connie, you don't have to buy everything today. No, I want everything. So I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you need this system. Now, that's just my recent example. Now, do you think when I go over Sunday that I'm going to have them all scanned? Absolutely. And even the new people, it's not a vendor event, but do you think I'm going to have them scan my QR code and get them using LMS? Absolutely.
Yes.
So
Great.
what I'm saying to everybody, every sales director, what I would say to you, why should you use LMS? Shawn, I hope it's okay for me to just go on and just share this part. If you are a sales director, I like to say it this way. If you're willing to do the real work of Mary Kay, and I'm talking about the real work, it's the meeting new people is number one. How are you going to meet new people? Either you're going to warm chat with them, either you're going to ask for referrals, or you're going to be convinced that maybe I need to get out here and get some vendor events or whatever it is. This thing right here, and by the way, Shawn and her team have created these for you. Shawn can tell you how to sign up, and she created all of this. So maybe you're not one of those little savvy girls. All you gotta do is print this thing off. She has your picture on it. She has lots of options for you. But anyway, so when you're ready to do the real work of Mary Kay, meeting new people, personally for me, this year I'm very intentional. I've already pre-scheduled a vendor event, one a month. Okay, and I have decided that my key people, if you want to work with me, you're going to have a vendor event, one a month, because we have to meet new people. This is the real work. You've got to do the faces. All right, you've got to book, sell. You got, of course, we know coach, but you got to recruit. That is the only way that you can build an organization. I don't know of another way. That's the only way you can build an organization. And you need something that's automated because you can't handle the little minute details. You can't handle these little things and so LMS is automated for you. It will help you. And so that's what I am committed to, Shawn, the real work of Mary Kay. And this little thing, I'm telling you, it was a game changer for me. I'm only 7 or 8 months in, and I've only done maybe 5 or 6 vendor events, and we're going into this new seminar year. I've got to be extremely intentional. You got to get this stuff set up. And if you don't want to do it, you can watch me do it, and we can come back next July and I can tell you the results. But we're just sharing with you what we're doing. So I am grateful for LMS, for you guys taking the time and energy, and the cost, girl, it is pennies.
Yeah.
In comparison to what I have received in this short amount of time. And I'm just really appreciative to you and your team. So that's what I wanted to share.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. This was great. You went over everything. You did wonderful. So thank you for sharing with everyone. And I really appreciate it and just taking time to do this. And everyone out there listening, just, if you have questions, reach out to us, but reach out to the PinkSuccess team and we will help you. But I just thought Leslie's the best, you have it down. You got it. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Cheers to LMS, you guys. You need to get on it. Reach out to Shawn them. Okay. Thanks, Shawn.
Thank you.